All right. Hi, boys and girls. It's Pastor John here. And lately in church, we've been talking a lot about Abraham and Sarah and the baby boy that they are going to have. But before they were called Abraham and Sarah, they were called Abram and Sarai. So let me read this story to you about them. Abram couldn't sleep. He tossed and turned, but he was still awake. What do you do when you can't sleep? I try and think about pleasant things and not worry. Anyway, let's get back to the story. Abram prayed, "God, you promised that Sarai and I would have a baby. We're very old now and still don't have a baby. Did you forget your covenant? Did you change your promise?" God spoke to Abram, "Don't be afraid. I haven't forgotten my covenant. You will have a baby." Abram was frustrated. "When, God? How long do we have to wait?" God told Abram, "Go outside." Abram rolled out of bed and rubbed his eyes, and he walked outside. "Look up, count all the stars in the sky," God said. Abram frowned. "God, no one can count the stars. There are too many." Abram's voice was gentle. "Abram, there are millions of stars in the sky. One day, millions of people will call you their father." Abram gulped. "Goop. Millions of people won't fit in my tent." God laughed. "It will be many generations of people. You won't see them all during your life." "Abram, I'm giving you a new name," God continued. "From now on, your name is Abraham, which means father of many. And Sarai will be called Sarah. Someday, millions of people will call her their mother." Abraham trusted God. God would keep this covenant. God does not break promises. Here's another story about Abraham and Sarah. Sarah looked at the wrinkles on her hand and touched Abraham's gray beard. They had waited many years, but still no baby. "We're very old and have no child," Sarah told Abraham. "Did God forget about us?" "God promised we would have a baby," said Abraham, "and God doesn't forget promises." Sarah sighed. She thought maybe God had forgotten this time. Abraham wiped his sweaty forehead. It was hot, and he squinted across the desert. "Who are they?" Abraham wondered. 3 strangers walked toward him. Abraham bowed to the 3 men and invited them to stay. "Please stay to rest and eat," Abraham told them. "Sarah, visitors are here," Abraham called. "Make some bread." Abraham rushed to his herd so he could prepare meat and milk for them. The visitors rested under a shady tree. Abraham gave them water to wash their feet. Sarah shuffled around inside the tent. She mixed and patted and kneaded the bread dough. She listened to Abraham and the visitors. "Where is your wife, Sarah?" one of the visitors asked. "She's making bread to eat," said Abraham. The 3 visitors smiled. "Soon she will be feeding a baby." "Ha!" Sarah laughed. "I'm too old for babies." The visitors heard Sarah laughing. "Is anything too wonderful for the Lord?" they asked her. Finally, God did give Sarah and Abraham a baby, just as the visitors said, just as God promised. Sarah and Abraham named their son Isaac. Do you know what the name Isaac means? Isaac means laughter or joy, because Abraham and Sarah had great laughter and joy when Isaac was born. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.